Hi, my name's Ellen from the Spellbound Bead Company, and I'm going to show you some simple tips on how to begin when you're making a beading project using needle and thread. So first of all, you need to reel some thread off to the sufficient amount stated in your pattern. I'm using Nymo thread here. Now different threads have some stretch in them. Nymo is a good example of this sometimes. So if before you start, you just give your thread a little boink, and that'll take some of the stretch out. And that way you won't find any gapping in your finished piece. Next you need to do is thread your needle. Now the simplest way I find of doing this is if you take your thread, pinch it between your fingers so you can just see that just the tip is showing. Then take your beading needle, which as you can see has a very fine eye, offer it up to the thread end, and then if you just gently ease the thread through, then you should find your needle threaded. Takes a little bit of practice, but it's by far the easiest way to do it, I find. So once you've threaded your needle, you need to find a way to stop any new beads you add onto your thread from dropping off the end. One way to do this is to tie a slip knot. I've moved on to a bigger piece of cord so you can see what I'm doing. So simply take the end of your cord, wrap it round your fingers to make a loop, pass the end through, and then gently pull it tight so that the tail of your thread goes through the centre of your knot. Then you can thread any beads onto your thread, like so. And you can see they won't drop off. Then once you've finished your piece, all you need to do is gently pull on the tail and the knot will disappear. Another technique you can use is a keeper bead. So you want to use a bead that's completely different to any of the beads that you're using in your work, so you can always tell which one is your keeper bead. So it's simply a case of passing the thread through the centre of the bead and just tying a reef knot over the top, just to hold that into place. And then you can thread your beads on without them dropping off. And then again, once you come to the end of your piece, just simply untie the knot and remove your keeper bead. Another thing you could use is called a bead stopper. It's simply a little wire spring, like so, and all you do with it is just squeeze it to open the spring up, take your thread, pop it in between the coil, release your grip, and there you've got your spring stays in place on your thread, and then you can just thread your beads on as normal. And obviously, when you come to the end, open it up again. So there you have